Hey folks, this is ioEther and we're back with some more World of Tanks. As you can see, this is Ninja and his T-55A. And where is he? There he is. There's Merker, also in his T-55A. And these two guys are in a Tier 10 game on Fiery Assailant. Though they are in the Tier 9. Premium is not quite the right word. Technically it's a premium tank. It's a reward tank. That's the right word. You get this for completing the third campaign missions. So you complete all the third tier of the campaign missions and get this beauty. And so these guys are going to show us what it can do today. Now before we get into the game, as always, if you want to support the channel, you can share this with your friends and clanmates, and I'd appreciate that quite a bit. Also, if you're looking for a new watch or you want some other way to support the channel, then Sleek Supply Co. Produces these beautiful watches, and I actually put that upside down for you guys. It's right way up on my wrist, but of course when I do it, that's upside down. Of course it is. We're going to pause this for a second before we get into the game, so I can talk a little bit about the watch. I'll actually take it off my wrist and show it to you guys. But anyways, beautiful watches, a little bit expensive, but just so beautiful. And this is the dark chocolate version if you decide you want to buy one. You want one exactly like mine. The code is in the description below for $20 off. And that $20 actually goes directly to the channel if you decide you want to buy one of these things. Sleek Supply Co. Beautiful watches. I feel naked without it on my wrist, and I've been wearing it for like 2 months now or something like that. Just an awesome watch, and I love it very much. No, it doesn't have numbers, but yeah, I used that really fast. It took me like a day before I didn't need the numbers anymore. But anyways, back into the game. So we're he's not quite scouting the ridgeline, but he is making sure that the enemy scouts are going to have a difficult time of it. And so his job isn't actually to pop over the ridgeline and see what the enemy team is doing. He just wants to make sure the enemy team can't see what his team is doing. His team has scouts that are supposed to be doing that job. The job of scouting the enemy team. We have a Bulldog here who's active scouting, and we have Batchat up there on the ridgeline who's in the perfect position to passive scout. Bulldog's getting himself currently torn apart, but with luck he will live through that, and the enemies will lose people slowly. So Ninja pings the map where he says artillery is, and that is, of course, if you get hit by artillery, you can generally sense out where they're likely to be. This bowl on Fire Assailant is one of the best places for a medium tank. Nice snapshot from Ninja, and I believe you get hit by Merker as well. And now these two guys are in basically not quite through the enemy lines, but they're on the enemy line. So I'm going to pause here for a second, talk about this bowl, which I can't zoom anywhere out, so I can't really show you. But anyways, this is a bowl. It's in the middle of the line on Fire Assailant. And what it does is it gets you this great advantage where you can put shots into the cluster tank that's normally huddled around here, putting shots up onto the hill. And so if you can capture this bowl, then you can not only take out enemy scouts that like to hide up in these bushes, you can also put pressure onto the enemy tank destroyers that are down here, or tank destroyers back here. You will also additionally put pressure on any scout tanks that like to run the ridgeline, or any medium tanks that like to hang out over here. Occasionally you get heavy tanks over there as well. And so this bowl really does put pressure on the entire enemy team. The downside of it is that the entire enemy team can suddenly shoot at you. So you got to be careful to not pop over the ridge in the same spot more than once, as you're likely to get nailed for that. Also make sure you're unlit before you pop over again, unless you have really strong turret armor and the only thing they can see is your turret. So we're just going to let this play for a second, for a bit. And see he's popping over, he's shooting into the sides of those tanks that are otherwise almost impossible to hit or damage because of their location. And his turret armor is strong enough that he can take a few shots on the noggin without actually being hurt. but not when he presents the side of his turret to a tortoise. Yeah. Snapshot into the Taurus. Nice shot. Hitting the cupola from 400 meters away on the move. Hard to do. But one of the great things about this tank is its ability to put in nice snapshots. Also, its turret is, as you can see, quite sturdy. And it's nice and low to the ground. Gun depression isn't as amazing as we would all like it to be, but then again, we'd all love all of our tanks to have more gun depression, right? Nice snapshot into the IS-4 there. Okay, so Merker has taken a pounding as he's pushed over the ridgeline, but he's got himself into an even better position than this. As much as this is a great position for either side, being down there is even better because of the fact that you can literally run this ridgeline and appear anywhere you want to, and it forces the enemies to concentrate on this entire ridgeline. And when you have friendlies pouring through this bowl, then it means you can do stuff like this, where suddenly you have the entire enemy team all spread out, all having to look in different directions, and it means that they have a hard time focusing their fire, because instead of your team only come over a specific point or a couple of points, suddenly they can come over in a ton of places there, and we can do stuff like this where we actually pop over this ridgeline, get underneath this T10's gun, and he wasn't able to shoot us until he's way over that ridge. Ninja tracks him on the ridge, and then his team wipes the T10 out, and that was a great job. Unfortunately, missing the shot on the enemy T55A as he pops over the ridgeline, and he's going to try it again. He's going to have to come over really far though, because of the fact that the enemy T55A backed all the way down off that hill. But it still works out fairly well because of how few enemies there are left. Didn't actually get shot, and can pop over and bounce a shot. Where did we... Look at that. Upper Glacius. Missed the turret after the ricochet. But... Oh, that's the wrong button. That's the button. That's got to be the shell from the on the angles on... There we go. Angle was on. Nobody's really surprised at that ricochet, but... Huh. Nice strong frontal armor on this thing, right? E3 though does track us in place. Ninja pops the repair kit and gets back out of there. And he really doesn't want to hang around on the top of that ridgeline too long because of the E4 has got to be reloaded soon. Does cripple the IS-4. IS-4 is not even looking at him, so he doesn't care. We do dodge the artillery and then somehow miss the shot, but it's okay because Merker can clean up for us. Unfortunately, somebody cleans up Merker, and that's the end of having a friend in this game. And that's also the end of any possibility of a brothers in arms. That's unfortunate. But that's okay. IS-3 in the open. The only thing showing is our turret. M103 manages to miss us somehow. Probably because he didn't aim that shot, he just snapped. And we track the M4 Rev so that somebody can kill him, and we get some tracking damage off that. Go ahead and take out the M103, and now it's only the E4 who's down in the bowl. Oh no, there's an E5 down the bowl, or this gorge. That's what this is. This is a gorge. Ravine. Anyways, just over the top, straight into him, continue on past him. Trying to track the E5 with a ram, doesn't end up doing that. Does fire the killing shot through him though, and misses the top gun by a single kill. That's unfortunate. That rev was the kill that we needed for the top gun. That's gonna hurt. Ace Tanker, Hand of God, Spotter, Bruiser, Fire for Effect, or sorry, Duelist, Fire for Effect, Fighter, Shellproof. This is not a premium tank, by the way. He doesn't earn bonus credits in this thing. That is all. You could earn that all in any other tier 9 tank, an M103, assuming you had this kind of game. Patrol duty, Confederate, and high caliber. Just look at the list of tanks he shot or spotted damage on all game long. You can tell he was involved in this game quite a bit. 4,700 damage dealt, 1,700 base experience, 6.5k spotting damage. Good lord. Yeah, he's in the 6k damage club, alright. But he made his own door. Good lord. And then, of course, why not just clean up with another 2,200 damage block. Wait, he was only shot 10 times. Did anyone else get a steel wall on his team? No. If he'd been shot one more time, he could have got the steel wall too? Oh, that feels like robbery, doesn't it? Of course, one more shot probably could have also done damage, but still. Making 54 or 56,000 credits in this game was completely worth it. He was running, this was his first victory of the day. If he'd had reserves going and the everything else, this would have been an epic reward. As it was still pretty great. Thank you so much, Ninja, for sending this in. This is the potential of this tank. This is one of the reasons I want to get my hands on this tank. And it's one of the reasons that just doing the campaigns can lead to some really great things. Wow. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget, if you guys want to support the channel, then please drop a like, leave a comment, and or share this with your friends and clanmates. And if you're in the mood for a new watch, then Sleek Supply Co. has a 20% off coupon in the description below that will actually give the channel $20, which is amazing. And remember, mine is a dark chocolate if you want to grab the same as mine. And if you want something different, then by all means grab something different. And if you don't want to do any of the above, then just go ahead and hit the like button, and that would be more than enough. Thank you all for watching. Have a great night. This ioEther out.